Hiya girls, we are Barney and Lukey and we are the hot young visionaries behind Truffle Pig Wigs.
And this is Cliffhangers, the unofficial, unrequested and unhinged RuPaul's Drag Race recap show.
The views and opinions expressed on Cliffhangers are from a couple of women who just love drag and have zero real business judging it. If you are not a fan of red-hot acidic critique, turn back now.
I got a hangover. Whoa.
Oh, it's friendship.
It's friendship week on the
Just
pod.
perfect friendship. Oh, good
Which is
gal,
actually-
Steffo.
It's a very apt topic because, sorry to just cut you up over there, but in the spirit of friendship, very apt topic because I, as you can hear over the pod, I'm currently sporting maybe the illness that Lukey had last week. Were you ill on the pod last week?
A couple of weeks ago, I think.
Couple of weeks, which is true friendship because true friendships tongue kiss and French.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like when you're a good friend, you do the bum lick sniff dog style, don't you?
Yeah.
What's that with
What
them?
would you say if you could use 3 adjectives to tell the
Adjectives?
pod? Adjectives to tell the pod what my bumhole looks like. What would you say?
Puffy, puce, bulbous.
Oh, lovely. Yours is minuscule,
Yes.
hairy,
Yes.
and pulsating.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah,
project.
thanks to our good girl Stephanie, who wrote us a lovely message.
Lovely stuff.
So here she goes in her own words, in their own words perhaps, as a topic suggestion: friendships and especially queer friendships. Also, friends that are straight. Is it worth it? Are some straights better than others, or are they all annoying? Barney have to be the judge of that.
Yeah.
Any funny or fave stories with friends, even straight ones? Love you both. Heart, heart, heart.
Love Steph.
Red heart, red heart. That's what she's on.
The HR question: friendships with straight people, is it worth it?
It's tough. I'd say not when it comes to gossiping or fashion.
What's difficult about being friends with straight people is that ultimately they might get married, and once people get married, then
Very barbed here.
then they have then they have a bond to someone that is ultimately always going to. It's ultimately always going to overpower the friendship. Then it's tough. I've got quite a big handful of friends that are married, and ultimately
Not you, Maggie. Yeah, I know you'll always take us over your husband and
no, I've got
children.
loads of older friends that are married, and ultimately then the kids and the marriage have to take precedent, and that's as adult babies, that's quite difficult to deal with, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
like,
it is.
what do you mean you can't come out on a Thursday to take ketamine with us? Rude.
I'd
You've got
like
to look after a
to-
kid.
Grow up. Yeah. I'd like to swap stories about when we have both been there for each other. I think you should tell the floorboard story, and I'm going to tell the Barocca story.
Love. I was actually going to say, I'd like to invite you to say your 3 favourite things about me, but we can do that afterwards. We've got a whole podcast to
Okay,
talk about it. Okay, so we're going to tell stories of enduring queer love.
So once at Wilderness, we had woken up rough, as you can imagine.
Rough as
And Barney
ourselves.
had a Barocca and was like, this will help. But did we have glasses? Did we fuck? We didn't even have drinking water because we're foolish. But Barney was like, do you know what? I'm a big man. I can raw dog this Barocca. Cut to, it's stuck in his throat, bubbling away. He's literally drowning on dry land, choking, wheezing. I don't think I actually helped that much. I just like, has anybody got any water?
I think I would have died if you hadn't been there personally.
So yeah, that is the time I helped to save Barney's life when he could be just like an orange rabies victim on the floor, foaming
because
at the mouth.
Please think about the size and thickness of a Barocca. Like, it's a big bitch, and that was lodged in my windpipe, and all we could do is wait for it to fizz down. And after about a minute, I was like, it's going.
Yeah, because of course no one had any bloody water, did they?
Yeah. People were like offering me like cider and vodka. I was like, fucking 8 in the morning.
But I mean, that probably would have been
Well, I used it,
better.
didn't I? It was the only way to get it down. And then I'd like to tell a story of enduring queer love, which is when we were at a Romeo and Juliet themed party. Is this correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
we were both Juliet Capulet. We were both Montagues.
Yeah.
We were both the Baz Luhrmann stylies, Hawaiian shirts.
Hawaiian shirts. Lukey had a very
Tendrils.
sort of mask for mask skirt, moustache and beard on. It was all very hot.
was hot.
But in true Pukey Lukey fashion, we'd had a couple of bevies, hadn't we? A couple of liveners. And
Here's the thing about me. When I've had a few drinks, the amount of K I think I can handle without vomiting is much smaller than it is when I am sober.
Yeah. And also it was quite a small party, wasn't it? And there was really nothing to do apart from just like
sit in the
get
garden
on the lash. Yeah. And we drank and drank and drank. One of them very mean nights where you're like, what we'll do is we'll get 1.5 litres of vodka and then maybe there'll be some left over. And it's like, I haven't drunk any of this. And Lukey, I feel like I lost you for a bit. And that I feel like you were like, oh, I'm going to go in, just going to have a little lie down. Because I feel like I wasn't with you, and then I came in. And I came in and Lukey was in someone's bed, in like the first bed downstairs.
I don't know these people, by the way. These are friends of Barney's friend who are having this party. I'm just in your bed. Probably shoes on.
Yeah, shoes on, like outside clothes on. You've just been in the garden, probably head to toe covered in shrubbery. And you're in bed. And luckily I came in at the right time. I was like, Luke, how you doing? How you feeling? Came in and you were like, oh, not good, not good. And Lukey rolls over. Now, what Lukey does, which is so perfect, is Lukey always seems to wait until I am at like peak drunkenness. So whenever you're sick, it's just like, it's like a fun game. Lukey rolls over out of the bed and starts being sick on the floor. And but they have old wooden floors with like wooden slats. Floorboards, yeah. With big gaps in them. And Lukey's being sick, there's like pink bile onto the floor. And I am...
Simone Biles.
It's just, your Simone Biles is just dripping through the floor. And I'm like, I don't know what is down there. Let's hope not a basement.
But either way, it's going to fucking stink.
Yeah. And all of this, so I'm just running out into the kitchen and like getting kitchen roll and like mopping up and spraying down, spraying in between the floorboards while Lukey is just like giggling away, being sick. And then she came in, right?
I don't know.
I think she came in, but I think...
Get out!
No, I think actually she was like quite sweet. I think I had cleaned it up and she was like, she came in and she was like, oh, is she okay? And I was like, yeah, she's fine. She's just been a really long day. And she's like, oh, okay. I'm actually going to bed. Oh, that was it. She was like, I'm going to bed now. And she was with her girlfriend. Yeah. She was with her girlfriend. She was like, oh, we're actually going to bed now.
Setting the scene with a bit of my vomit.
We're actually going to bed now. And I was like, do you know what? I think I've like layered it deep enough in spray that actually for like the next 10 minutes, she might just think it's her girlfriend. She might be like... Not smelling too fresh down there, babe.
And then we got away with it. Never to be invited back to this house again.
We always do. The amount of times that we've been in classy establishments and you've thrown up and we've managed to get away with it.
I used to sometimes just like walking through the nest and need to vomit and just be like on the floor and then just continue walking. Not out of choice.
So many times. Remember we were at Beach Blanket Babylon as well?
When Taste
was like, she all right? I was like, she's absolutely fine. We were just like, I think you were like, I'm fine. He was like, you look so good.
Oh my God, Taste on Strictly.
Oh my God, so sick. We were just like having a conversation, like sort of like so starry-eyed, like completely cross-eyed. And he was like, hey, babe, you look so great in that green that was terrible Welsh accent.
That was fine. It was New Year's Eve, wasn't it?
That green dress. Thank you. Just like carried on being sick. Very cute.
You once said to me, there's a very pure love between a gay man and a straight woman because there's none of the potential rivalry you might have with your peers of the same group, and then there's no worries like, oh, what do they fancy me? Like,
yeah,
absolutely not, babe.
It's a poisonless union because basically, like with the gals, a lot of the gays, I don't know whether you've noticed, they've got a lot of diva worship in them. So they want to uplift...
Am I your diva?
Of course. They want to uplift the divas. And often, if you haven't yet started drag, it's like, God, I wonder what my body would look like in a little mini dress. I wonder what my... And you live vicariously through the gals. You're like, get the poops up by the ears. It's all very sort of like queer eye for the straight guy. It's also like so cringe, like gay behaviour. But when you're younger, that's what you do. You're like, try these earrings with it. You ever thought of an updo? Like, what's an updo? It's like, oh, have I got something to show you?
Wait, literally in that... Oh, we were in the bling ring yesterday. He's like, try it with a jacket.
Yeah,
that's
literally.
Classy. Hair up.
That little flagger. Like, yeah. And it's just like, yeah, you don't fancy each other. You want the best for each other. And... You're both talking about cock all the time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And that, at the end of the day, is all...
And if you're anything like me, you're talking about it and ignoring it. Staying as far away from it as possible. This asks the question, Luke, I'd like to imagine, what do you think a world without straight people would look like?
Am I still around?
Oh, yeah. Like, there's the chosen few.
Okay.
The chosen few that have chosen to be in heterosexual relationships.
I mean...
But also you're a queer person.
For my lifetime, it would be great because I wouldn't really be affected by the lack of babies. But at some point, the world would end.
I saw
because people would stop being born.
I saw a really good video the other
But
day.
it would be much better for that 40 years.
Yeah, I saw a really good video the other day about the 4B movement, and they were like this girl who's like a full service sex worker. Shout out Blue Eyed Kayla J. Don't know whether you get her on your TikTok. She was like, "I'm in full support of the 4B movement." She was like, "I completely understand how women feel to be pushed in that direction," but she was like, realistically, she's like, the only thing that scares me about it, she was like, it could really catch on, obviously, because people like women feel so disenfranchised and terrified of men at the moment. And what with Nick Fuentes saying, "Your body, my choice." But she's like, people often are bred by their environment, right? Bred. Yeah. Or by half of Kingston Road. And she was basically saying that, like, if you're conservative, it's very highly likely that if you're two parents, you'll breed like a Republican or like a very conservative child in a household that's very conservative. And she was like, so if we lose all the...
Don't people want to rebel against their parents anymore?
Losers. Fucking losers. But she was like, if we lose a whole generation of liberal women not having liberal children and creating a liberal environment for liberals, she was like, then we're just what we're doing is we're just gonna have like, you're gonna have schools full of just conservative children. And she was like, and then
I saw people saying, like, share this around. In fact, Anna Being Harrison has reposted it on TikTok.
Hi, Anna Being Harrison.
There is a lot of transphobia within the 4B movement, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah.
Surprise, fucking surprise. When you women get together.
I
Sorry about
know. It's like an illness.
yeah, world without straight people would be strange. Pacamac would definitely go out of business. That'd be sad to see it go.
Who would?
Pacamac.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Dawson would be fun, though. Just hardly anyone there. Would just. I imagine it would be like hair. We'd just all be like frolicking through the dales.
Can I ask you who you would say your favourite straight person is?
It would have been Pamela Anderson if she had.
That's so weird. I literally wrote it would have been Pamela Anderson, but unfortunately the Israel ties.
Yeah. Let's say
Close
like
friends with Netanyahu.
Dolly.
Okay, I think she's got quite vibrant queer energy though. I feel like she's at least pan. With them gloves on, they're fingering gloves. Come on. The silicone fingering
You can't
gloves.
just ask me though, and then whoever I say, which is obviously going to be a good one, then play them to the rainbow militia.
Sorry.
Militia,
Can I tell you mine?
Please.
I think my favourite straight person has to be someone that I feel like is doing heterosexuality well.
Yeah.
And that for me is Lindsay Lohan. Need I remind you, in the Chateau Marmont in the early 2000s, when she was really drunk, they found the list that she had written with her friend of all the famous people that she's fucked.
That's nice.
I'd like to read you that list.
Okay, fine.
Then we'll
just say yes or no whether we would bang them.
I mean, I think it's going to be heavy on the yeses.
Okay.
I'll just read the highlights. Ashton Kutcher.
No.
You wouldn't fuck Ashton Kutcher?
Are we talking like knowing them as a human or just looks alone?
This is back into early 2000s.
Okay, fine. Smash.
Ryan Felipe.
Absolutely.
Loads of people that I'm sure you know, but I don't know who they're. Valderrama.
Bananarama? Val Kilmer?
Valderrama.
No.
I
don't know. Wait, is that the one from
something to do with Miley?
the
I think?
70s? That 70s show.
Yeah, maybe.
That's fucked everyone and is a piece of shit.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh hell yeah.
Hell fucking.
She's fucked Joaquin.
Lucas Haas.
What was the age difference there? Like
hot,
rowdy.
whatever it was. I think him in Gladiator is one of the fittest people in the entire world. Got that big Roman nose and incestual energies going on. Lucas Haas, who is famous, but I don't know who he is. Nico Tortorella, who's that very annoying person who was like, I'm non-binary, now I'm not anymore.
I don't know.
Oh, just an annoying queer person. Evan Peters.
My guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny Cipriani.
Isn't that like a rugby fella?
Yeah, that used to be
Go out with
married
one
to...
of our Huns.
Who's our gorgeous one? The busty woman. She's, oh my God, she's so gorgeous. She's like number one sort of like very classy underwear model in the world.
Kelly Brook,
yeah. Maggio Cipriani, which I imagine is his brother.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Keep it a fam.
Benicio del Toro.
Damn. Sorry, how fucking... These are all pedos.
Just wait. It gets so, like, she's so stacked. Jamie Dornan.
Fine.
Which would have been pre, what's the film...
The sex film.
Yeah, the sex film that the mamas love.
Yes.
50 Shades.
50 Shades of
So
Grey.
she must have been made up. She went, God, the way that they're climbing the ranks now that I fucked him. Zac Efron.
Fine.
Would you?
Not back then.
Orlando Bloom, who she refers to as Orly Bloom. Okay.
Oh, yeah, fit.
So fair. Justin Timberlake.
Oof. Well, I would have back in the day. I would have died for him back in the day.
Colin Farrell.
Yep.
Breakfast, lunch, and
Oh
dinner.
my God, I fell asleep in the fucking Penguin finale. I need to watch it.
Heath Ledger,
Yeah.
Max George,
Don't know.
James Franco,
Yep.
Adam Levine,
No.
and I mean the list goes on. But
May I take what she's done for straights and raise you, but what has she done to the queers by introducing all these Americans to Mykonos that didn't know about it?
This is not how you do a party in Mykonos. Do you remember how when we were in Mykonos, we were literally like at our friend's wedding, and
Maggie?
that video, sweet Magua Bartrop, the wedding of maybe lifetime, maybe the century, maybe like.
I mean, Sophia Brown's was pretty good.
Yeah, 100%. Them two are really up there with the greatest. But the video just come out and we spent the entire time, anytime a drink even walked past me, it was like, this is how you throw a party in Mykonos. And I was like, shut the fuck up. It's so annoying. But I do think Lindsay Lohan is doing heterosexuality quite well.
Fine.
Can I talk about another honey?
Yeah.
Have you heard about Keke Palmer talking about the negative and dark auras of one Ryan Murphy?
I heard her talking about a cast member that she refers to as Becky, which can only be Emma Roberts.
Wow.
Who's also been called out for anti-trans behaviour on...
She said to our dear sweet Angelica... What's her name? Angelica...
Not Belle, that's the girly off news round.
Yeah.
What's her fucking
Angelica
name?
Ross.
Yes.
She said... Which I wonder, is she House of Ross? Because Tyra Ross, a.k.a. Dominique Jackson.
Oh.
I wonder if she's House of Ross. Never thought about that. She said that... Emma Roberts said to her something along the lines of that she was like, there's no ladies here, like you're not a lady or something, you're not a woman, basically like violently transphobic, which is fucking crazy because in your wildest dreams you can never be the woman that Angelica Ross is. She's every woman.
Like yeah, fine, you play a bitch well, but like you're not hot, you're not cool. You're Julia Roberts' Nepo niece. So.
Yeah. Every time I think of Emma Roberts, I think of that video of her like just out in Malibu and she's like sort of like looking into the camera and just like, wow, Zanny's
it's like,
out of her
don't like
face.
raise me to think you're this fucking
bad bitch.
Yeah, and then actually you're just a goofy beach bunny.
Yeah, just basic. Keke Palmer says that Ryan Murphy called her unprofessional and ripped into her after she didn't show up on set for Scream Queens during her day off. He was like, I've never seen you behave like this. I can't believe that you, out of all people, would do something like this. And she was like, it's
my day off.
Yeah, she was like, it was violently. And also people just commented being like, sorry, I refuse to believe that Miss Keke, I've never been out of a job, Palmer, and beloved in the industry, has ever been unprofessional.
No.
So of all people, I'd be like, Keke Palmer's not being...
So what's he trying to imply? Like, you should be working harder?
Yeah. And so she was like, I would never work with him again.
There you go.
And she was like, she said that there was a racist environment on the... but most importantly, Keke Palmer also revealed that an unnamed Scream Queens co-star said to her, Keke, literally just don't. Who the fuck do you think you are? Martin fucking Luther King. Now, I'd invite you to ask,
What? Why?
Out of the three other Scream Queens, do we think...
I think it's Niecy Nash.
Do we think it's noted illiterate racist Leah Michelle, noted transphobic...
Sorry, is she... I didn't know all these things.
Noted illiterate. There's this like...
Or racist.
There's this like, oh my God, do you not remember the Glee? She basically had to sink into obscurity because one of the girls who was like a sort of secondary-ish character on Glee basically came out and was like, during the Black Lives Matter thing, Lee Michelle posted like, after George Floyd. No. After George Floyd, she did this post that was like in support of the black community, like that bullshit. Like, what was the phrase that everyone was saying that was like super useless? It was just sort of like, even though I will never be you, I will try to learn what it feels like, or something. It was just like, good one, you've really fucking changed the world there.
Yeah.
Thank you. And she basically posted something, and then her black co-star was like, how fucking dare you? She was like, do you remember when we were on set and you told me if I didn't shut up, you'd shit in my wig? And like just listed all these things.
So you can't hear, but my mouth felt agog.
Agape. I could have driven into it. And she was like, basically, she was like, you were so microaggressive. She was like, you used to say racist things to me. Then Mercedes, who is called Amber Riley in real life, she then was like, yeah, basically, like, and then all of the cast basically came out and was like, Lee Michelle was an absolute nightmare to work with.
Is that why they took her buckle fat away as punishment?
Yeah. Sorry, the inside of your cheeks has got to go. But she basically, the whole cast came out and was like, yeah, absolutely unbearable to work with, and just like a horrible energy. She was a tyrant on set. We all just had to put up with it.
So she literally is kind of that character.
Yeah, she was the star of the show, so we just had to get on with it. And just like loads of the main characters were like, yeah, absolutely. So she had this big racist scandal, and then also there is like sort of an internet urban legend that she can't read.
What? So someone has to read out her script and then she learns it from listening to it.
And there's all these pictures. There's all these pictures of like.
Sorry, I think someone. I think from Celebrity Memoir Book Club, some really famous male actor, some like Al Pacino-esque type thing, like started off like that. He couldn't read and he had to do that. Sorry, carry on.
So yeah, would you say it was noted illiterate racist Leah Michele?
Yeah.
Or noted transphobic Nepo baby and racist Emma Roberts, who also had her own racist scandal? Or national sweetheart and bingo wing advocate Abigail Breslin?
Who's that?
She is the lovely blonde one. She's got a full of figure. She always goes on about how much she loves her bingo wings
With
online.
the earmuffs?
No, that's Billy Lord.
Oh yeah, I love
We
Billy
didn't include her. She's part of a family dynasty that just... It could never be her.
But she's part of Jamie Lee Curtis' family, isn't she? Who is a transphobe.
What?
Yes.
Jiminy Curtis?
I got nothing to back it up, but I've seen it and I ain't forgotten it.
It was a Jamie, and I'm sticking by it. That is absolutely crazy. No, Billy Lord is part of the... who's the girl from Star Wars with the
Princess Leia?
Princess Leia. Who's that?
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah.
Whoever that is, that's like her mum, and then her mum is also famous.
Sure.
I'm going to back this up with something.
So is her grandma the one who was in Singing in the Rain?
Yes.
Okay.
Who it's called? Oh my God, why can I not? Sorry, I should have. I need to see the receipts. Billy Lord her mum is Carrie Fisher. And her grandmother is Debbie Reynolds. Yeah, so she's like...
Love that girl.
She's
Will and Grace.
She's a dynasty piece.
Yeah.
Like, she's a legacy girl.
So the other one is the sort of more dumpy one that's been in the film where she was stripping as a little girl.
Yes, exactly. And that's why it could never be her.
My guess is Emma Roberts.
I actually am going to go Leah Michele.
Dumpy, but that wasn't nice of me. But
No, it wasn't, but we love Abigail Breslin. Yeah.
Fine. And I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know.
I'd like to swerve the conversation over to...
Please.
Breaking the law! Breaking the law! Have you ever been arrested, Barney?
Funny you should ask. I actually have twice.
Tell us.
Both in my youth. I was just saying to Luca yesterday, when I think back upon my youth, when I'm often watching, it was when I was watching The Bling Ring, all I can really remember is a blur of always being at a party. This sounds like the most lame thing to say, but it's just in such stark contrast to my life now. Like, we would go... When I was at Erdang, we would go out, like, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Down at bottle clubs.
Always down... Well, like, either bottle clubs or me and Lots would go to, like, new rave clubs. So we'd go to, like, punk go to all these different things. Or, like, Boombox or any of Jodie's nights when she had, like, circus in. But we would go out and like get dressed up. I'm like full glam. I'd have like fucking crazy like half painted face.
We're talking full on ties and side partings here.
Well, I would be like, it was the new
Sweat
rave time.
cuffs.
So what I would do a lot is I had like, I had stacked creepers. Do you remember them blue stacked creepers that I had like huge? This is way before Rihanna, so don't even fucking try me. I'm much older than I look. I'd wear like stacked creepers and then like often like lycra leggings, big like sort of like baggy batwing top, or like a big sort of like a very into like a sports vest.
Yeah.
And then like 40 to 50 big heavy chain necklaces.
Nice.
Covered in jewelry. And then my hair was like white at the time, and I'd go so in on the makeup. I used to a lot do like sort of like from the eyebrow, like huge like big pits of just like glitter. So
glitter panda.
so embarrassing. But we would always be out. We would always be fucked. And I can't really remember anything apart from that from my youth. I was like, what did I do for like 5-6 years apart from go out? I truly don't know. And
you got arrested twice.
Well, yeah. So the first time I got arrested, I was at a Skins party. I don't know how we got in, but they used to have these parties. I'm sure I've told this story before, but they used to have these parties when Skins was out, where the cast would throw a party, and it was at Shepherd's Bush. What's the big venue there?
Shepherd's Bush Empire.
So they had a screening. I think it was like the start of season 2 or something. They had a screening at the Empire, and then somewhere next door, it might have even been Notting Hill Arts Club.
That's
ages away.
2 districts away.
2 districts.
Well, you've got to go up to Holland Park and then to...
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe it wasn't. It wasn't.
Maybe the walkabout.
No, it was somewhere nice. It was somewhere sick. Oh no, I'm getting confused with that Rita Ora thing that I was at. Never mind. Very, and very embarrassing. Sorry, never tell that story. It was when she was cool, when she was the hot girl that worked in Shé-Bu on Notting Hill. I was at this skins party, and this after party had an open bar, and I was about maybe 17 at this time, and I don't know how the fuck, but me and my friend Kat and Ellen were there, and we'd got into this after party somehow with wristbands, and when we got to the bar, we were like, oh, can we have a shot of tequila? And they were like, yeah, and just gave it to us, and we were like, oh my fucking God, they haven't charged us. And then just got like, drinks. And we went I don't think I'd ever been anywhere with a free bar at this point. We went absolutely fucking loco. And also we were on, I think probably methadone as well.
Love it.
As obviously. And
it was all their age at the time.
Yeah. And after really embarrassing ourselves a lot with the cast of Skins, obviously, and being probably heavily removed from their vicinity, then I went outside for a cigarette, but by this point I was like so steaming drunk. I don't remember any of this, obviously, but Ellen was like, I was outside and we were shouting and screaming and rolling around on the floor, apparently outside the venue. And a policeman came up to us and was like, get up, blah, 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 and like put his hands on me, and I pushed him. Yeah,
never saw a police officer.
I pushed him and was like kicking out at him, being like, get off me, get off me, get off. And so he grabbed me and slam dunked me on the pavement. And then Ellen just said that I was just like basically like an absolute fucking maniac from this point, and just like then like 3 or 4 of them came, and I was just like screaming and shouting, and like they couldn't grab me properly because I was like kicking my legs out and everything, and then bustled into the back of the van. And Ellen was like, oh, where are you taking him? Where are you taking him? They took me to the local police station, but apparently I was so drunk that they were like, he can't stay here. So then they took me to the hospital. Oh, God. And then I had to have my stomach pumped. And that was probably at the time my mum thought I was like down the road in St. Leonard's at someone's house watching a couple of films. As at one point I'm gonna have to sit my mum down and be like, let me tell you when she's on
her deathbed and just really sent her off in stress.
I think she actually knows. But when I'll be like, when you thought I was at Kat's having a sort of Chinese that was what I always just be like, we're gonna go over Kat's, have a Chinese takeaway.
I thought Kat's was the name of the Chinese takeaway.
No. What is it called? It's called the Hong Kong, the Chinese takeaway,
nice.
Which is really quite fantastic.
When
Chinese takeaway
we had curry the other night, I was reminded that in EastEnders, their curry house is called the Argy Bargy.
Such a good name.
The best name.
Such a good name. We have a fish and chip shop in St. It's called the Codfather.
Nice.
But yeah, that's and then another time that I got arrested was outside a concert. I can't remember what concert it was, and I was. Oh, I'd love to tell you what concert it was. Maybe System of a Down.
Yay.
That's how I think I was about 16. And
you couldn't have been at a System of a Down gig when you were 16, because when I was like 15, I was at their debut album gig.
But it would have been, what was the album after Toxicity?
Yeah, but so if I'm at the gig, they're touring their first album when I'm 15, you at 16. Yeah, but
their third album might have been 8 years later.
Sure.
Because there was there's first album, then there's Toxicity, and then there's the third album.
Yes, people release more than one album.
Yeah. And do you know what? They still are. They're still releasing music. And we used to drink White Ace. We used to come up to London, meet up with all the emo squad and drink White Ace so much. And me and the boy that I was like seeing at the time were like outside the venue, lying on the floor, getting with each other, just like so drunk. And the police were like, I can't remember whether like, we were so young that
like drunk and disorderly.
Yeah. They were like, I think they come up to us and was like, get off, and we were like, fuck off. And then they both just grabbed us, and I think they put us in the back of the van. I mean, we obviously like, I was too young both times for anything to happen. But yeah, I've been manhandled by the popo. What about you? Oh, I know you have been. Go on. And what a fucking vigilante. Go on, tell the girl.
Basically, every May Day, there used to be this half street party, half like riot called Reclaim the Streets.
Yeah.
Where it'd be kind of like everyone would just take over like Trafalgar Square and central London, and all the shops would like board up their things and stuff. It was very exciting. And this was in my squat party era. So we were like with all of the squatters, like screaming stuff, and policemen walked past and everyone was just throwing stuff at the police. And my friend Anita picked up a can and she threw it at the police. And then out of nowhere, just like a policeman just like grabs her hand and was like, "We're arresting you," something. And then I ran over and I was like, "Why are you arresting my friend?" And then they saw in the back pocket of my very baggy, well, they were called shants back then, but I believe we call them, what do we call them? The very baggy shorts that the lesbians were wearing. Jorts, yes.
Yeah. Shants? Why shants?
Like short pants. It was American stylies.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they were just like, "She's got spray paint in her back pocket." And listen to this. This is pure police corruption. I had previously tagged up Nelson's column because I am a bad bee. So the spray can had been used. But what the policeman did is he took it out of my back pocket, took the cap off, sprayed it bare. So just like loads of paint was like running down. They was like, "Look, it's been used," because before I did a
Fresh can.
Well, no, because I had done like a couple of tags, but like it wasn't like there wasn't like paint everywhere.
Yeah.
Because it had just been coming, and they're like, "Yeah." Like changing the script, changing evidence, like she's been spray painted. So then they arrested me.
What happened? Like, what happens? Because I've been paralytic every time that I've been accosted by the police. Like, do they read out? Do you get your anything you maybe say?
Like, all I remember is that the handcuffs were really tight, and they put me and Anita in the back of this van with about 10 other people or something. We had to sort of wait around, I guess, till like the van was full, and then they drove us. But I think Anita had a bit more training than I had, and she was like, I'm not saying anything, and I was being more like, "No, he was trying to do this." I was talking. So basically, but that meant that because Anita didn't say anything, she had to stay overnight in the police cell, and they took all her clothes and shoes. She had to be in like a paper suit overnight. And then because I was
paper suit,
yeah,
that is not glam. I'm sorry, I'd be livid.
And I had to get my fingerprints and do like my mugshot and
so they got your
stuff.
prints.
Well, because I was 17, so it ended up I had to go to court, and like my mum had to speak for me and stuff, and I just got away with a 12-month conditional discharge, which means if I do anything else again,
so you've just been discharged,
I'll be like, yeah, literally. But very good that because we were both underage, we got away with it.
Sick.
So what I've got now, since we both like breaking the law, is some like low risk things that we can do to still be breaking the law and sticking it to the man.
What, like taping off the radio?
So it's illegal to be drunk in a pub.
Guilty. Okay.
Lingering after a funeral.
What? That is so fucking lame. Like, what if you want to speak to people?
No.
People come up to you and be like, "I'm really sorry that you've just
we've
lost
got
your father."
Yeah,
like,
no.
Fuck that. Also, they would hate an Irish funeral. Boy, do they linger.
Like, how do you get to be the mysterious person with the umbrella in the background watching if, like, lingering?
Like, everyone thinks it's the mistress.
Yeah.
Where is my go?
That's probably what the Cranberries wrote the song about. Knockdown Ginger is illegal.
Good. Oh my God, we used to rinse Knocky so hard.
I was going to say, what do you call it? Because they call it Ding Dong Dash in America, but
that is
not down Ginger, down Grove, mate.
They're so fucking lame in America. Ding Dong Dash.
Yeah. Don't get me talking about crisscross applesauce. Cause,
oh, don't even.
Swearing or gambling in a library.
Sick. Yeah, definitely done it. Imagine how many students like, fuck, my essay's late.
Yeah, like, straight to jail. And then finally, putting a stamp on a letter upside down. And it used to be a lot more intense. Thankfully, the part of the law that previously stated you would be transported beyond the seas for the term of your natural life has been repealed. So it's still a slap on the wrist, but maybe you're not just sent off.
Yeah, it's not Guantanamo no more.
No.
Fantastic. How would you think you would fare on sort of like an island prison? Would you just like bang gin?
Island girl. I don't know. I'd probably be sitting in the corner, shivering and shaking, hoping that no one's going to beat me up.
You wouldn't try and escape? Like, listen, you're in Alcatraz.
What am I doing on an island? What, then just swim out and make friends with the sharks?
You're in Alcatraz. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I need to show you a video. I'm sure I sent it to you on TikTok last night. Have you seen? You're going to fucking lose your mind.
It's the thing that I posted onto my stories of the man sitting on
with all the sharks coming?
Yeah, and the sharks in the rays.
Insane.
It's literally my dream.
Yeah, literally. They basically, this man sits on a chair on like the edge of the ocean, and they're doing scientific tests on him, but they think that the mercury count in his blood is so high that it attracts marine life. And there's a video of him, he goes and sits on this chair.
You know that when people are in the park and they've got bread and the pigeons swarm them, it's literally like that.
It's unbelievable. And when I say...
And they've been chill as well. They're all just sitting
Yeah.
next to each other. They're not like thrashing about. They're
Would
all
you say
just...
20 sharks?
Yeah, 20 sharks and maybe 5 rays.
Yeah, they just like swim up to the chair, and it's like super shallow water, but they just swim up and just lay there by
Like
him.
he's their god.
Yeah, and it's like they just want to be near him because he's got such a high mercury count.
Oh, yeah. I was
Literally
blown
your
away.
dream, and then you could fuck them all.
Oh, I just want to kiss them all on the forehead.
Yeah, and they look like quite cute sharks as well. They look like them ones that have been flattened rather than the scary ones.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called. They're sort of like brownie ones. I don't know, but I do hate all sharks, so it's not for me.
It's all right because I love all sharks.
It's not for me, but how cute would it be? I'm sitting there and just, what would I like? Couple of wows.
Wows.
Couple of wows. Don't want to see any dolphins. Definitely don't want to see any pink dolphins. Absolutely disgusting. To be honest, fish.
Do you like rays?
Fine. Fish are
When
not.
you see the fronts of them and they look like, I welcomed you to the aquarium.
Yeah, fish are not great for me. I wouldn't mind some like colourful tropical fish, some Flanders, but sharks. The fact that he's just sitting there, I would obviously kill myself.
It almost brought me to tears. I'm
I'm sure
jealous.
it did. I saw it and I was like, oh my god.
Well, we're at 35 minutes, Barney.
No, we're not. God, we love a gab, don't we?
We have, and we would talk a bit longer normally, but we've actually got a viewing at a studio to go and see.
Oh, fingers crossed, because we've seen a shit one, haven't we? Yeah. But hopefully we can have a gorgeous brand new studio, because we've recently moved out of our beloved... We've actually been in... How many studios have we been in? 4?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because there's 3 in the old building, and then there's Glebe Road, and then your old house.
Wow, 6 studios. So lucky number 7, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Well, have a gorgeous week, my gals. And send you lots of love. Please remember, we love hearing from you about what you'd love to talk about, and we've actually got a bit of a backlog now.
Yes, because
the
Ryan,
girls...
I saw that he's written back, but I haven't checked. Hopefully, we can find your bloody voice note in the internet waves.
We've got some a lot of the subscribers writing into us to letting us know what they would like to hear us talk about. So don't be the person that doesn't. Let us know. Let them message us and say, I'd love you to hear you guys talk about ...
And to wet your whistle, next week I'm going to be talking about my thoughts on why men feel like they have to pop a bra with one hand, and I've got a lot of thoughts on it.
I have never popped a bra with one hand, but I do love to see from behind the spill of a sweet wide breast.
Well, yes.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Whose sweet wide breast were we talking about the other day? We're like, wow, you can see him from behind.
Me?
You. Congratulations. And you'll hear about that more
Narrow beds,
next
but you
week.
can see him from the back. Sorry about it. All right, honeys. See you soon.
See you later.
I got a hangover. Whoa.